well, Indianapolis intensity was switching out often. So we got brooms up, and looks like Kaufman gets to the quaffle first. He's driving, pump fakes, and a slid pass. Looks like it's going to be a turnover and a ball for the League City Legends. Kaufman gets a strip off Hank Doogie and gets beat. Great hustle play by Kaufman.
And once again, getting forced off the line. Springs LaFoy holding him up just long enough for the beater to get there and get a clean shot on him, most importantly, because he looked like he was spinning and ready to run right back at those hoops. He had the intensity. He actually had a pretty good lean when he was hooking around the small side of the hoops on that initial drive. But Indianapolis coming out here trying to make their presence known from the jump.
Springs looking for space. Indy presses. Freeman has space. There's a beater on. And a pass to nobody, intercepted by Kaufman. Kaufman trying to go for a run. He's looking for the bludger. Takes it in and dunks on Austin Springs LaFoy.
And you saw that bludger fly up behind him. It was an attempted snipe from the back pitch area and the intensity, bringing the intensity early on in this one. Let's see if they can actually hold up in terms of their conditioning and cardio. They've been playing quite a while today. The League City Legends notorious for their physical play up front, whether it be beater or chaser position.
And do the kick beat. Oh, strip by Andrew Axel on Austin LaFoy. And looks like another strip drop ball. Axel still has it. Complete chaos in the half court. A drop pass and a missed goal for Westbrook.
On that one, once again, seeing the scramble, the intensity you're creating, trying to get out in transition.
Looks like we might see a card from Matt Brown's kick that may have rolled off pitch, if I had to guess.
Sounds about right.
He tried to make an attempted kick beat, but it rolled on the ground the entire time, and I think may have left the soft boundary. Let's see if the ARs deem that enough to be a card, or at least a back to hoops.
Quick water break for the Legends out here.
Looks like it's going to be no call. Ball is in Austin LaFoy's hand.
LaFoy to his right-hand side's got Jacob Freeman, one of the two Bass brothers for the League City Legends, and came into this game.
Duquette gets control back. The Legends. Reagan cleans up. Freeman has a no-bludger drive. Gets sandwiched between Marasa and Axel, gets taken down. Still up. Looks like there was a beat. ARs are calling him beat. Let's see. The crowd saying no goal.
And it was skeptical.
Assistant ref Toby March calling no goal.
The skepticism coming from the angle.
Quattlebaum makes the calls, no goal. Score is still 10-0 in favor of Indianapolis intensity.
And the angle that the refs were at, a little tough to see, but he got beat on the foot, which is always a gray area when it comes to beating, especially since it can be the bludger hitting the ground first and then hitting the foot. But that was on the top of Jacob Freeman's foot. And great group tackle by the intensity on that one as well.
Indianapolis running back to a standard set with Aaron Marino coming in. Hopping to flex a bludger into his own teammate Axtell. Attempted pass and drop pass by Westbrook. And a turnover to League City Legends.
Springs LaFoy charging
LaFoy
down
looking
here.
for a run.
Going to take that initial contact and then go to the outside.
Looks like there's going to be a advantage call from referee Quattlebaum. Springs gets beat. Stoppage of play.
And I think it's pretty obvious what the call is on that one. Looks like it was a illegal contact from the back, because disengaged on the initial contact on the tackle and then re-engaged from behind on Springs. I'm sure he was aiming to try and get him sideways, but it looks like it might be a yellow card for the intensity coming up early. As we wait here for the call, the intensity coming to this game. Yeah. It's got to be on their beater, not on the chaser in that play. So a dangerous situation for the intensity here. A beater off the pitch. Bludger control basically impossible.
Beater Jeremy Hoffman seems to get a card. It's going to be in the box. And League City looks for the reset.
And now
League City
pressure,
creating a lane. Creates an bludger situation. Springs struggles with Axtell. Axtell gets beat. Springs takes it in for a quick shot and goal. Score is 10-10.
Intensity back to full power after that penalty has elapsed due to a score from the League City Legends.
Hoffman subs out for Tyler Walker. Blake Fitzgerald in for Kaufman at keeper.
Bludger control line with the League City Legends. They got Sam Reagan and Michael Duquette out there. Sybil Hammond out there.
Axel gets a deflect on the corner. Drives in on Jacob Freeman. Finds open space. And takes net contact for a goal. Looks like there's going to be no call on the play.
And the crowd livid on that one, trying to get a call for Jacob
Great
Freeman.
play for Andrew Axel. He's been having a fantastic day today.
Yeah. Sticking with that play, especially knowing that he was going to take contact, just depending on how much. And what's worse than being tackled? Missing the goal and being tackled.
League City just took Walker out of the play. Freeman drives in. He's looking for a spot. Can't get a good dunk. Gets a block from Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald taking a second to look at the field, see if it's good for a fast break. Duquette starts to press.
Deceptive beating on that one, ran right towards the ball carrier. Intended target, of course, his pass off there. Fitzgerald going to come across the midline. And he's basically got no help, and now he's going to work his way back into this play.
Coming back in the picture.
Jacob Freeman looking for a tackle. Duquette going to be beat on the thigh, so the beater exchange has happened. And another attack, a dodge of the bludger, and a shot.
Fitzgerald drives and shoots.
Yeah. Showing a lot of that patience, but when it was time to attack, exploded towards the hoops. Great timing with his beaters up front.
Scores 30-10 Indianapolis Intensity. That situation in part created by Tyler Walker. Made Sam Rankin throw his ball in chaos. To miss on Fitzgerald, was able to take that in. Peevler's in now.
Peevler with the beat, and Sam Reagan's going to get one up front too. Peevler will regain a bludger, and Dylan Freeman going to truck his way through, and now Peevler trying to get bludger control with a clean tackle all the way through. Lifted his leg up, probably went below the thigh outside the strike zone on a tackle. And once again, driving on that one, driving his hips, trying to get through. A great rotation on the outside. Intensity being wrapped up by Kevin Tran. He's trying to pull him down. He will, but he'll stay up. Dylan Freeman trying to interrupt that pass. He'll scoop it up. No, he will not. Intensity going to have their lone chaser back there beaten. They will trek back on defense. Coming into this game, coming into the championship, the Indianapolis Intensity, out of the 12 teams here at the MLQ Championship, ranked 6th in total scoring. They average 11 goals per game. League City Legends ranking 4th, averaging 12 or 13, depending if you round up or down.
League City looking to regain control here. Keeper Dylan Freeman refusing to cross the midfield line without bludger support.
Sam Reagan's going to sub out, and they're going to send in Pickett in place of him. He'll get a pass from Peevler as he tries to hustle and create some chaos up front. Dylan Freeman swims over an extended tackle, gets it to his Texas Tech teammate, Kevin Tran, who gets it to Sybil Hammond. She whops away a hand and drops that in for the bucket. And there's always that couple of people on your team that when they score, the intensity always rises up, because you know when they score, you know you're going to be on. And Sybil Hammond is one of those people for the League City Legends, and her bench was pumped up after that goal. A nice deflection by Khaled, now chasing it down over here. He won't get to it in time. Instead, the intensity will set it back up. Let's see if the beaters can help out a little bit. Peevler stepping up towards the midline. The intensity have already, well, they'll use their one reset as they come on approach here. The bludger has been passed. Peevler's got a beater creeping up behind him, number 20 for the intensity. He beats her, and now Peevler going to get a kick beat backwards, trying to, and it's going to be late. And remember, Ryan Peevler, one of the fresher players out here today because of his suspension. He could not play the first 3 games of the MLQ Championship, what turned out to be the first 2 games of the New York Titans series and game number 1 as well for the League City Legends versus the Intensity. Came out and played game number 2 and talked to Ben Spokley in between games, and he said looked like he was shot out of a cannon the way that he was going out there and playing at the beater position. So will be a bludger turnover. That's going to be huge. especially when it comes to chaser-on-chaser defense. The intensity seemed to be winning that matchup, despite the hard hitting of the League City Legends. Kevin Tran's going to engage. A shot towards the mid-hoop is going to be covered up by Jenna Bolweg, and Khaled Hamza is going to go over and pick that one up. Khaled of the University of Texas Quidditch, of UT Quidditch. Khaled looked like he's possibly calling for a screen on the right-hand side. He'll cross over middle, get a pass to Jane Walton, his Texas teammate as well. Sybil Hammond almost had a quick score there, but couldn't get her hips turned around in enough time to aim at the hoop. Instead, she'll trek back along with the rest of the League City Legends to go play some defense. Ryan Peevler with the beat up top high on that one, and the other bludge is going to float back towards the League City hoops. Khaled's on a one-on-one, and it's a missed shot coming from the intensity there, and now a scramble for the quaffle is going to be picked up by Hank Doogie. Running down the left-hand side, he's got a one defender in front of him. No bludgers, though, and it will be a Hank Doogie goal, giving the League City Legends their lead of 40-30. And Hank Doogie with his not-so-trademarked "Let's Go."
Pretty sure it's Councilman Doogie.
Oh, you're right. I'm sorry. Especially since we're in, what is it, a district? What is this area? League City?
It's town. It's city, yeah.
We're in his city. I forgot. Hank
He's a
Doogie,
city councilman.
We are in League City, Texas at Hometown Heroes
League
Park.
City Councilman Hankery Doogie. A lot of people don't know that his full name is Hankery.
Hankery. I'm sure he'll be quite shocked to learn that his full name is Hankery as well.
Oh, he knows.
As there's a discussion between the referees here, and after that Hank Doogie score on the right hoop. Any idea what this could be, Tad?
No.
I got nothing. Looks like there's no call on the play.
See,
Fantastic coast-to-coast play from Hank Doogie, though.
It's a yellow card negated by goal.
Still waiting on an official call here. Everybody's frozen.
It was a yellow card, but negated by the goal.
Negated by the goal, so he will stay in the game, but pick up the yellow card. Two more, and it's that ejection. We haven't had anybody come close to it so far in the games that I've called.
And we see Coach Nathan Digman coming in. He's had a fantastic day today. Not only racking up several goals, but also several assists throughout the day.
And the intensity.
Excited to see him and Kaufman on the line together, especially with Votan in the corner. He's driving. Oh, and a quick pocket pass to Cammy Lang for a goal.
And great awareness to keep that shooting hand free, so he had pass options instead of trying to switch hands. Instead, he swam it over the top of Hank Doogie's tackle, and a spin move from Khaled will send an intensity player spinning down. And that was a quick stoppage for an injury. I mean, she is all right. Hopped up almost immediately. Paused there for a second. Yeah, a little
She's
pause.
a little slow to get up.
A little slow.
I see why the call was made. She may not agree with it, but better safe than sorry.
And that will trigger an automatic sub.
Seems like we're going to have Khaled Hamza here in the corner, being marked by Nathan Digman, who just scored. Hamza looking for pass options, trying to center the ball in the middle of the field.
Cammy Lang was the one who just went out, number 28 for the intensity. And Jessica Hambry with the screen. And I think it's off the full extension of the arm is what they're going to call on it. It's one thing to take.
It's actually going to be a screen from behind, looks like, for Hayworth.
He feels really bad about that high five now.
Mungo Duquette taking some double takes here. Has no idea what just happened.
Shrugs his shoulders.
He was trying to get a card on Digman for basically what looked like flipping Hayworth over. But she did try to set a pick from behind. I think that's why they carded that initially.
She did run into him. If you're going to be a screen, you got to be completely set.
Kaufman with the ball. His Votan is right. Digman on the further right of the field.
Pickett with the face beat. And the kick beat. Oh, no. They're going to call that clear.
Kaufman's driving in. Oh, he misses a shot from outside. Votan picks it up.
Changing
Votan escapes Hank Doogie. The shot over the hoops and misses. Digman has the ball. They're taking the reset behind the hoops, maybe. Nope, no reset called.
I don't think a shot can be a reset.
I mean, by the rule, it says propelled backwards, but
that was a shot, so I think it's fine.
Yeah. It's always, I mean, the referees know the rule book better than I do, so. And
Matt Brown looking to get bludger control. Digman looking for space, waiting for his beaters to make a move.
Pickett with that near cybernetic arm he's got on the
Pass
right hand
behind the hoops to Vota. Vota encounters Hamza.
Oh, Vota with the nasty cross. And intensity will reset here. One of the hoops is down on the far right side.
Looks like Quattlebaum is about to hang Duke in midfield. Who drives through on no bludgers. And a quick pass to Hayworth for a goal.
Jessica Hembre on that one, on that score.
Hoffman looks to be limping.
So it being a shot doesn't matter because otherwise you just go behind the hoops and pretend it's a shot. So shots can't count for resets. You know, it is.
So the referees did call that initial propelling of the quaffle into the back pitch their singular reset, although, like Tad said, and other people around us are saying the shot shouldn't count as the reset. Beater exchange up top. Michael Duquette misses, so it's going to be
driving in. Oh, and a sweet pass to Marasa, who drops it.
Travis
picked
Ward.
Up by Ward.
Pickett's going to get a beat on the right-hand side. He's coming up here. Duquette's going to ask for the ball, try and pave a way for Travis Ward up the pitch. Swatting, not utilized yet by the intensity. Duquette is going to see his beat go into the ground. Ben Spokley of Minnesota Quidditch is going to get beat.
Now taking it, going for Ryan, no bludgers. And sends it through to make the score 50-50. As League City is still vying for control. Keeper Travis Ward starting with the ball, hands off to Ben Spokley.
And when you're looking at what the intensity are doing in their defensive half, do you feel like the League City Legends are making the mistakes or the intensity are really just playing that kind of lockdown defense?
I would say right now, the biggest factor of this game is how League City's Chasers are playing with the Indianapolis' beaters. They're getting up these short, maybe 3-second long options, and they're not driving fast enough before they get beat. They're getting taken out in the middle of the field, getting gang tackled, and unable to create resets. And then just like this, you're seeing these bad passes forced. And that's why he's been able to pick these off.
That looked like it was a maintaining of the tackle from. That's a little rough. If they're about to call illegal contact, it looked like there was no re-engaging. It looked like they hung with the tackle, but they're going to call 2 arms.
They're giving a card to Marasa and giving the ball back to Ben Spokley from League City right at the edge of the soft boundary. He does have a beater between him and the hoops, as well as keeper Nick Kaufman. He has 2 passing options around the corners of the hoop. Number 42, Walton.
And Dylan calling for the reset up top, and it's going to be picked off.
He's going to shoot it, and it's in.
And the intensity.
Against a primed Ryan Peevler. A very clutch shot from Coach Nathan Digman.
Bludger control.
Making the score 60-50 in favor of the Indianapolis Intensity.
Bludger control going to the League City Legends, and Sam Reagan working his way back into this game to team up with Ryan Peevler, who's now working his way to the only bludger for the Intensity. Sam's going to throw it back, and it's going to be one-on-one. Dylan Freeman working his way through, and maybe a shove on the end of that play.
Looks like there's going to be a card on Kaufman for was probably a hit after he had scored the goal.
And some good finesse by Dylan to roll with them.
I always love when spectators just like scream as if they would do anything.
Yeah.
Wait, it's a red?
As at most sporting events, there are referees in the crowd, also wearing striped shirts.
Wait, why did you switch it out?
So, Marasa is in the box already, so the goal releases her.
Oh, okay.
And swapping of penalty players on this one.
Marasa's back into the play. That's a goal for Dylan Freeman of League City Legends, as well as budget control. Option created and then cleaned up by Ryan Peevler and then Sam Reagan, respectively. And Moreno's back in. Beater partner Tyler Walker.
Digman trekking his way up there. Pressure on the right-hand side. Jacob Freeman getting a one-on-one opportunity, something rare to see.
Peevler pressing way far past the midline. Decides to reel it back.
He's got 1 pass option on his right-hand side.
Moreno and Walker vying for control. Axel stuck in the top corner looking for space.
Looks like a
Drives on
screen
Freeman,
coming.
goes
Yes,
around the
it
hoops.
is.
Goes through a pick. And a missed shot from Axel. Nathan Digman chases it down past the midline.
And
It's like this is going to be used as a reset.
Back-to-back offensive possessions with the intensity have gotten multiple shots at the goal, almost like an offensive rebound in basketball in this situation. A missed shot going and playing right into the intensity.
Kaufman's back in a chaser. Okay, Ty Walker's about to get a card
For deceptive beat.
for not releasing the bludger.
I mean, it
As a
did you
beater,
see
you
the
are not,
release?
as a beater, you are not allowed to release the ball, or you're not allowed to
Tap.
feign hitting a player and not release the ball and make them feel like they were beat, make them put under the impression they were beat.
Walker likes to toe that line.
And
That one was maybe not towing. That one was pretty.
Yeah.
But he does do that thing where he puts the bludger on you and then just like leaves it there.
it looked like he
It doesn't look like it doesn't leave the hand. He's getting a card. Looks like he's getting a blue card going to the hoops. Assistant rep Josh Mansfield explained that to him. And it looks like League City is going to have two bludgers on their side of the field. Aaron Moreno at the midline. And Chris Nathan Digman at the top of the key with the waffle.
Let's see if this throw actually happens. People are going to force him backwards, miss on
Digman
this
hurdles
throw.
the bludger.
Oh, off the calf, and they're going to call him beat.
They haven't stopped play, have they?
Yeah, that's the second time it's not.
Did they
Oh,
stop
that-
play?
Yeah, stop play. Oh, there's no.
It is a
It looks like that was
Yes,
one more. That was a reset they did not have.
He's gonna keep.
so Dylan Freeman will have possession of the quaffle after an illegal reset from the Indianapolis intensity. And once again, the players typically able to hear the referees yell out the midline call. But because of the stoppage of play, maybe escaping their minds that they'd already used their reset. Now Dylan, with two bludgers in front, is going to make a run. Two chasers
Dylan
behind,
Freeman going for a
ready
run.
to roll. Spin
Contact.
inside, three chasers on him. He's going to be stripped on his way to the hoops. And now the intensity turning a turnover into a possible fast break. They'll bring it back to set up the offense. Bludger control still with the League City Legends.
Coffin subs out for, I believe, Luke Yeager.
And
Actually
just
gets
safely
beat.
deflect. It was not.
Jacob Freeman under the bludger opportunity. He's looking to take it in. Gets hit by Axel. Successful tackle by Axel. Freeman sells the ball. Reset to Travis Ward behind. Look, there's going to be a card to Andrew Axel.
Oh,
for
he looks
neck-
like. Oh, I
for
thought he was hurt
leg
there for a
contact.
second. Oh, he might have gotten his finger rolled up. Hopefully he's all right here. There was a pile, a couple of extra people hopped on top, and then Jacob Freeman rolled over his shoulder. So
Look like some kind of hurt finger. Hopefully it's not broken.
no telling what happens in the bottom of a pile like that. Oh, if it's a jammed finger, if you got that one guy who knows how to, help you out there.
Andrew Axel, instead of going
To the
instead
med-
of going to the medics, goes to a fellow Michigan, not necessarily alum, but a Michigan student instead. If that's not loyalty to your school, I don't know what is. Where you intentionally do not seek actual medical advice and go straight to a student at your alma mater.
He's like, nah, my friend's got it. My
If
friend's
that's
got
not loyalty, I don't know what is. Michigan for life, Andrew Axel. Wow.
Still over there being checked out. Stoppage of play going on right now. And for those of you just joining us, current score right now tied up 60-all.
Looks like Axel is going with the medical staff. It's not like he'll resume in this game, at least no time in the very near future.
That's going to be a huge loss.
That's
for
a
the Intensity.
huge hit for Intensity. Axel, one of their main drivers, if not their main driver, leaves them only with a couple options left, including Kaufman, Fitzgerald, and Digman, who all have, admittedly, they've been playing a fantastic series.
And the best part about it, sometimes you get good drivers on your team and their team chemistry just isn't there when they're heading to the hoops. And it seems like the Intensity, no matter who goes in there, they're very aware of where each other are, which is something difficult to obtain in a short amount of time. And hopefully He will return. Looks like he's going to get some medical attention, hopefully.
Looks like Freeman's reset from the ground will be accepted. There's no call on any plays, despite what the crowd may have thought. And,
Travis Ward
we're
didn't
back
keep
at Travis Ward,
Yeah.
Right behind the midline. And when play resumes,
Beater's still in the box for the intensity as well. What is typically
2 players in the box. Looks like
a lot of stuff.
Ball's going to Jacob Freeman,
wow, okay.
who has a bludger literally an inch above his right shoulder. Yeager's looking to block it. Oh, almost got a hand on it.
And people are now running up
Ward
front.
doing a
Oh, and
1.5,
that catch
catches the
from
bludger.
Peebler.
Ward goes in. Ward goes in. He's looking for space. And a shot from behind for a goal.
Wow,
Maybe
bludger
it's-
catch. Wait a minute. People are running for a slide, going to distract both bludgers. They're out of the play currently.
Walker going up now to create a bludger opportunity.
A throw, Sam Reagan now.
1.5, Sam Reagan misses the tackle.
Now he's scraping up top to back up Jacob Freeman.
Walker's still trying to use a 1.5.
I think they just like didn't want to run.
Posting up on Reagan in the paint.
And he's got his hand on the quaffle.
Misses Reagan again. DeShone for Pastor Yeager. Feeling for space. Pressured by Sam Reagan. Feedback with the ball now, top of the key. Taking it back, trying to find some space.
Beautiful movement.
Finds Yeager for the reset.
Beautiful movement from the intensity, seeing that everybody was rotating heavy right, cutting straight towards the hoop, getting that open pass, just couldn't finish. Catherine Hayworth baiting him off until he had to make that
Walker
pass back
creating
up
a
top.
bludger opportunity. Feedback takes it in. And an easy goal. Makes the score 80-70, I believe. In
And
favor of the Indianapolis intensity.
Michael Duquette and Ryan Peevler joining the fray here. Peevler going to be called off broom for falling off broom.
70-70's right. Yeah. Okay.
70-70, my
Our
apologies.
And Tad, our unofficial clock says 16 minutes, 16:30 on the clock, so nearing that time.
What better than a tie game?
That wasn't that far off.
Hopefully we don't have to review. And wow, great tackling, great intensity on that tackle, persistence on it. Wasn't going for the pun, but great persistence on that tackle. Kevin Tran will duck a bludger, pass up front to his teammate Jacob Freeman. Textbook on that one.
Should be a whistle on the play.
Are they going to go back and
Stop.
Gonna see.
Quattlebaum says no foul on the play.
Nope.
It's going to be Intensity's ball. They're down 70-80 to League City Legends.
Josh Carroll has entered the game. Ryan Peevler out for the first time in what seems like 10 minutes. Hasn't really subbed much after having to sit the first 3 games of this tournament.
Jeremy Hoffeling for a 1.5.
Throw to the right-hand side, clean catch, right back. Good movement and a screen to
Looking
go
for
along
space.
with it.
Joseph Fitzgerald in space. And a no miss goal. Feebig picks it up behind the hoops.
Gerald Ross.
Just taken down by his neck. It looks like we're going to have an automatic card.
Oh, there's no doubt. Gerald Ross is going to pick up a yellow card and head to the box. And he was out there for less than a minute for the League City Legends. And the crazy part was, you saw it, Tad, he initially engaged at the chest area and then re-engaged over the shoulder for some reason.
I will say, Anthony Feebig was on the ground for a while. He flopped a little bit, like a fish that you caught in a Texas summer. But he's perfectly fine now. Yeah, it was definitely a net call.
Quaffle's going to start just left of the soft boundary. Michael Duquette directly in front of the intensity chaser with possession. Kevin Tran at the keeper position.
And that card is going to be on, I believe, so that number 7?
It was Gerald Ross.
Yeah, Gerald Ross.
Yes.
Awesome, that's what I was about to ask. Gerald Ross on that foul. Feebig with the quaffle with Michael Duquette and a bludger in front of him. And the refs are still debating if they're going to make any accessory calls.
As we sit here patiently, Game number 3 between the Indianapolis Intensity and the League City Legends to determine who goes to the Final Four and who gets to keep playing a little bit more Quidditch. As the summer comes to an end, the MLQ season must as well. Final Four tomorrow, one matchup already set. The Austin Outlaws and the Boston Knight Riders in a rematch of the final from last year for a chance to go to the final this year.
Looks like Coach Hank Doogie is getting a card.
As the referees run over
Yes.
to the camera.
Taunt from League City bench towards the crowd. Cannot be directed to one player. Goes to the captain. He's picking a player to service time on the box.
Awesome. For those that did not just hear, looks like there was a
And Hank Doogie
taunt from League City to the crowd, and they're choosing a player to serve penalty time.
Someone on League City taunted someone?
My question
Hank
is,
taunting the crowd.
how do you as a coach determine who's serving that time? Are you deciding
I don't know what's
who's...
happening.
Do you close your eyes and,
Yeah,
and you point at
I
somebody?
personally would take the bullet for my team. At the same time, are you just like, it's Christmas. Who's been naughty? Who's been nice? All right, who's going to the penalty box? These are the questions you gotta ask yourself.
Now taking all volunteers. Now taking volunteers to go to the penalty box.
Everyone's gonna spread that now.
It's the League City Legends. It's Captain Hayworth making her way over to the box.
And a ripped shot right from behind the hoops from Coach Nathan Digman.
Gerald Ross back into the
Looks
game
like
after
it's
that goal.
80-80, which in Quidditch means a tie game.
I think in other sports it means tie game too.
No, just Quidditch specifically.
Just Quidditch specifically. They invented tie games.
You see Jeremy Hoffman and Crystal Jones in, maintaining control.
Duquette
Jones
gets
gets
a
beat
beat
by
off the
Duquette.
foot and a catch.
Catches a bludger.
Josh Carroll with the bludger as well, beating off one of the point chasers, and now Kevin Tran with a pass behind to Gerald Ross. Quaffle is loose, hustle for it. Gerald Ross is going to turn and pin the ball in front of him. He's now going to spin away from an attempted tackle
Wow.
and get a very soft goal to go after a lot of contact. Hank
Crowd
Doogie
getting really
already on
excited
the
out
pitch.
Crowd getting very excited out here. As Ash was saying earlier, this has been one of the only game threes. And very evenly matched one throughout the series. First 2 games coming to snitch range. Third one looking like it's about to go to snitch range as well. Snitch should be entering the pitch fairly soon in the next couple minutes.
Yep. 18. Well, it's getting to that 19-minute mark, so the time to call a timeout is about to expire in Major League Quidditch in about 5 seconds. Throw up top, missed.
Looks like we're
off
going
the
to see
top
a deceptive fisting call on Hoffman,
right at 19 minutes.
as well as a missed shot from Indy.
Field yet, so I guess I'm wrong. Maybe we'll set it back to 1850. Just keep doing that.
As the snitch is warming up, about to enter the field of play. And it's going to be a bludger turnover. And surprisingly enough, this game very close, although the League City Legends seemingly having most of bludger control throughout the course of this game.
Oh no, I feel like it's been pretty fluid. I just think that the Intensity uses theirs way more offensively, actually using the bludgers. You see a lot of 1.5ing from League City. And not to say that Intensity hasn't done it, but they've definitely done it on a smaller scale. And have definitely taken their bludgers deeper into the opposing paint than League City has, which has definitely been paying off in dividends for them, however. But with Axel gone, they have to rely more on passing, and not so much drives as they had earlier. But Digman's been doing a great job of that. Matthew Feebig's been doing a great job of that, as well as Fitzgerald, who actually just got beat. Ball's picked up by Kevin Tran, and it's a League City possession.
And a chance
right
to
as a snitch is getting ready to come onto the field.
And Kevin Tran with a chance to gain, what, the biggest lead of this game so far, a 2-goal lead?
I think Indy may have been up at 2 at some point, but I could be wrong. Ross with the ball in the corner, protected by Pickett. Axel's back in.
Yeah. Don't see any tape on the hand either, just took the gloves off. And Gerald Ross with the goal for the 2-goal lead.
It's trying to go for a run.
Oh,
beat by
excellent
Pickett.
beat.
Axel finishes to Digman, and Digman takes it in.
And a strong finish at the hoops.
Back-to-back goals, one for League City. Awesome.
Springs out there.
Springs LaFoy coming after the snitch.
A catch for the win, ladies and gentlemen.
It's called no good.
Two hands, I believe.
He had one hand on the hip. Went in for the grab. Great call by Cinch ref Josh Mansfield.
Michael Duquette going to be the one on seeker duty. Hanky Doogie on the drive on the far side, going to get Catherine Hayworth involved in it, get the goal to go.
Got a 2-goal lead for League City right now. For the 110 to 90.
Beaters about to exchange for seeker control. That gets him alone time. LaFoy is going to be beat. Duquette running over.
Brown takes out the seeker. Duquette takes out seeker.
Intensity going to get a score as well.
Exchange bludgers. Duquette's still in.
And
Shepard coming to the side of the field. Jukes LaFoy. Heads to the other side of the field. Beaters are complete chaos. Duquette catches the bludger.
Nope.
Gets ready to go to make a play on the seeker.
Oh, Dylan Freeman.
And it looks like Jason Bowling caught the snitch. We're about to get called back. The referees are about to consult. I thought it looked good. We'll see if there's anything else.
And it looked like it was a barrel roll from the backside, right? On the right hand. As, just for reference, Dylan Freeman is inside the keeper zone, had the quaffle, got it back to Hank Doogie.
So the catch is good.
Yeah.
Indianapolis Intensity is moving on to the semifinals.
There you
to play
go.
the Los Angeles Guardians tomorrow for a chance to get to the finals and play the winner of the Austin Outlaws and the Boston Night Riders.
And as it holds serve, all the division champions for Major League Quidditch have advanced on to the Final Four.
I don't think anyone is surprised.
Final score.
Four very talented teams.
Yeah.
So make sure to say first game is 9 a.m. tomorrow.
First game tomorrow is going to be at 9 a.m. Central Standard Time.
Texas time.
We are
Texas
Central
time.
Standard,
Out here in God's country. My name's Todd Walters.
I'm Ashton Gene Lewis.
And thanks for joining us on the last game of this beautiful, sunny Texas day. Once again, we'll be here bright and early tomorrow morning, 9 a.m., to resume our coverage of the Major League Quidditch Championship here in beautiful, sunny League City, Texas. Thanks, and have a great night.